Methodologies are as unique as an individual. However, there are some indicators which may point to how a person may behave as a parent. One such theory is the MBTI personality. The description and the characteristics of INFP tend to be idealistic and loyal to values and to people who are important to them. They want their external life to be congruent with what their values are, so that whoever they are on the outside is who they are on the inside. They're curious, they're quick to see values and possibilities, and they're really catalysts for implementing ideas. They seek to understand people and to help them fulfill their potential. People say that they're adaptable, flexible, and accepting unless one of their values might be threatened. Others tend to see the INFP as someone who is very sensitive, introspective, and complex. They tend to be reserved and selective when they share their most deeply values and feelings, even though they really do value relationships that are based on depth, authenticity, and true connection. They want to see a mutual growth for themselves and for those that are around them or people that are around them. They find structures and rules confining, and they like to work autonomously, but they are pretty adaptable and flexible until something really violates who they are. They're original, they're individual, and they're sometimes quite difficult to understand. The MBTI personality type of INFP is considered to be an idealistic parent because they want to pass on their morals to children. They provide a warm and open environment for children to grow, although at times they may seem almost too passive because they fail to administer proper discipline at the right time. Instead, at times, they become passive-aggressive toward their children when they do something wrong. They want their children to live up to their full potential, and they're considerate and moral individuals. They have a very natural protective attitude toward their children, and they want their children to be capable of great individual growth. As parents, they provide a very warm and loving environment. As an idealistic parent, they really want to instill values into their children. They're very compassionate and they're very concerned about the well-being of their child, emotionally, physically, intellectually. They're very adaptable. They're present-oriented, which means that they really roll with the punches. They don't have to have great plans or detail-oriented plans. They're responsive and they encourage their childhood through triumphs, and they also help them to understand how they can learn from difficulties and challenges. They enjoy making memories and traditions, and they want to instill these traditions in their children and remind them of them as they grow. On the negative side, they may be too strict on their values, right? And they also may not be really good disciplinarians because as an INFP, they struggle to make decisions. And this is going to even transfer into their family. They want to avoid decision making because they're too worried about how a decision may negatively impact their children and their family.